Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Not only am I celebrating 100 weeks on Weight Watchers, I am also celebrating 5,000 subscribers. As of yesterday, I hit 5,000 subscribers. I want to thank you guys so much for coming and joining my channel and watching our journey. It means so much to me, and I really appreciate everybody that watches and everybody that comments. There's no way I could thank you enough, really. So the one thing I am going to do is I'm going to join Sandy over at Let's Get Fit with Sandy. I'm going to join her in a 7-day giveaway. I'm going to do 7 days on my channel. She is going to do 7 days on her channel. It starts on the 1st, goes through the 7th, and then I'm going to have one bigger gift that I'm giving away for my 5,000 subscribers. I will give that away on the 8th. I have not decided what it is yet. I'll let you know when I know. I'm really excited about it because I've just been thinking about it since I hit 4,000 because gosh, I never even realized I would even hit 4,000. So I thought I had a lot longer to think about it, and so happens that I don't have a lot longer to think about it because it's here now. So I'm going to do that giveaway with Sandy every day. What I'm going to try to do is a few of my favorite things, give away something small every day, the 1st through the 7th, as well as Sandy's going to do that. So go join her channel. You have to be a subscriber to join the giveaway, as well as over on her channel. So definitely go check out her channel, subscribe to her. She's got something new every day, the 1st through the 7th as well. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be a collab between the two of us. I thought it was a wonderful idea. She really thought of a really great idea. So again, celebrating 100 weeks on Weight Watchers. In that 100 weeks, I have lost 123.6 pounds. I never expected even to reach 100 pounds in this short a time, let alone 123. I was at 120, almost 127, but I'll be there again. I am so happy with myself and so proud of myself for really sticking to it. And when I get off track, for getting back on track quick enough where I don't gain back, 10, 20 pounds or anything like that. So I'm very, very proud of that. But anyway, let's get started. Let's find out if the scale was nice to us this week. But first, I have to show you what I found at our farmer's market. Check this out. You guys know what this is? Delicata squash. We had one for lunch and I forgot to film it because I was so excited to eat it. These are probably my most favorite food in the world, over pizza even. So good. This is so good. And all we do is we spray it with a little Pam, cut it fairly thin, maybe about that thin. And I have a cook with me on this. If you go in my cook with me section, you will find this in there. And then I sprinkle it with Penzeys Rocky Mountain seasoning. Best seasoning for this that there is, in my opinion. So good. They only had 3 of these at the farmer's market. I got all 3 of them. He said he had like 25 of them, but they sold like within an hour. So everybody's waiting for these squashes. If you guys find these, they're coming out. So keep an eye out for these because they will be here all fall. And I'm so excited, so excited. I do so well in the fall because I live on these. I just had this for lunch. That's all I had. And this is 0 smart points. But I have to count it for 1 because I added the seasoning on there. So that's 1 smart point. It probably wouldn't even be a smart point, but I'm going to count it for 1 just to be on the safe side. But this is delicious. And then my husband took the time to take the seeds out and take all the goo out in between the seeds and cook them up. Check that out. These seeds are way better than pumpkin seeds, guys. They are so delicious. And those are also 0 smart points, especially if you would just put garlic salt on them and pepper. So let's get to weigh-in. All right, guys, we have the weekly here. It's all about gratitude. And I am thinking that Weight Watchers needs to look into this little pamphlet as well. I think you all may agree with this. Gratitude. Appreciation for your members, appreciation for your colleagues, appreciation for your family. Everything is in this little booklet. Check it out. And check out Sandy's new channel with Let's Get Fit with Sandy. She started her own channel now, a new one, separate from the one her sister had started. and check her out. I will list her channel down below, and I will put the name of it right here as well. But her link will be down below, so check her channel out. She does fabulous reviews. That's why I don't do a review, because hers are so good. She just does a fabulous job, way better than I could do. So that's why I send you guys over there. And then let's get right to weigh-in, because I know you guys are wondering how we did. We'll start with Corey's first, as usual. I tried talking him into doing the video with me, but he was having none of that. He's doing his closed caption on his video, so that's pretty cool too. You can do manual closed caption on your videos, which I've been trying to do because my son is deaf. You guys probably know that about me. I have a deaf son, and he lives in Texas, and the grandchildren that I have here are his children. So he likes to watch my videos, and it's kind of hard for him. The captions kind of get messed up, so I try to do manual and get them all in there, especially the ones with the kids, so he can watch them. So anyway, last week, guys, he lost 0 pounds. He stayed exactly the same, which is pretty darn good. This week, kind of hard to read the writing, but he lost 2.4 this week. That brings his total pounds lost to 143.2. Holy cow. He is now at 209 pounds even. He is catching up to me. I gotta get going because, yeah, he's catching up to me. I say I don't care to him, but I kind of do. So I have to get moving. I started a new book. Obviously, they did not take our booklets away yet because they are still handing them out at our meeting. So hopefully this little trial that they're doing at some people's meetings will be a fail. Let's all get a hold of them and tell them we want to keep our booklets. So my last week weigh-in, I got to go to my old book to tell you that, and I think I lost. Yeah, I did. So last week I lost 1.6, and this week I lost 0.2, which I'm not going to sneeze at because, guys, if I have a loss, I'm going to celebrate it. So I'm celebrating this loss, and I'm going to work hard next week to get another loss and get down below that 200-pound mark again. It's like I bounce up, I bounce down, I bounce up, I bounce down. I need to stay down below that 200 mark and keep it there. Oh, it's been so difficult. It's been so difficult. But these little beauties are going to help me. I promise, they are. I live on these things all fall and winter if I can get my hands on them. I'm constantly buying these things out because I make them. They last a long time just sitting on your countertop because they're a fall squash, so they last a really long time. Weeks. I mean, we've had them on our counter for weeks and they were fine. You just split them open. What I do is I split them open this way and I scrape out all the insides, and then I lay it flat, like lay this flat, but it's cut right here, right? And then I slice it up into little French fry looking things. So they'll be kind of horseshoe or half moon shaped is what they'll look like, but they'll be like thin as a French fry. That's what I do with these things. And I bake them for about 30 to 35 minutes at 450 degrees. And it's always perfection. It's just a little light brown topping. I wish I would have recorded it because it looks so wonderful. It looks so delicious. Really good squash. Similar tasting to sweet potatoes, but it's just good. It's just, if you guys like sweet potatoes, you will love these. These are the best squash ever. I got to stop talking about it now because I could go on and I could talk about squash for an hour because that's how much I like it. So that is our weigh-in results. I'm doing a what I ate today. I will get that up tomorrow. I did not do a what I ate for Saturday, but I'm going to run through that with you really quick. I did go over by 10 points. I had my bag of pea chips that I always have. This is what it looks like. It's the mango chili lime. They now have the new orange bag. It used to be, I think, a green bag, but they've changed the color. Still tastes the same. Thank goodness. Actually, maybe not thank goodness, because then if they change the flavor, I probably wouldn't like them anymore. I'd complain a lot, but it'd do me well. It really would. But this is the best Harvest Snaps ever. I eat the whole bag. It is either 9 or 10 Smart Points, depending on the weight. Sometimes it says it's 3 ounces. Sometimes it's only like 2.5 ounces in here. So I always weigh them out because sometimes I can get away with squeaking them out for 9 points instead of 10. But usually a whole bag is 10 Smart Points. I count them, I move on, and I have them every Saturday. One of my favorite joys of Saturdays. So I had that, and then I had a protein bar. That's only 2 points though. That's not so bad. We had bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich for breakfast. What did we have for supper? Oh, we had a club for supper yesterday. I'm gonna post that clip because I did tape that. That's the only thing I taped yesterday because it was so delicious looking. I'm gonna post that clip next year because it looks so good, guys. And I made the bacon and Corey put together the sandwich because he used to be a cook. He put those things together like a charm. I will put that clip next year so you can see it. Very delicious, guys. And that was so delicious. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I loved it. It was so delicious. And I was thinking about actually having it today again, but we have other plans for today, including eating this for supper. I forgot what we were making today for supper. I don't know. I have my meal plan all made out though. I actually did a meal plan because I plan on sticking to my tracker exactly 100%. And like I said, yesterday I was 10 over. I'm going to try to earn those points back this week throughout the week. And hopefully I can have a good loss come Saturday. Corey and I were talking upstairs and I was, he was kind of teasing me, not seriously, but he was teasing me about how I better get going because he's going to catch me and that stuff. I said, yeah, I'm not too worried about it anymore, but I do care because I don't want him to get below me. So I was saying, it's kind of funny because I'm not really worried about getting there super fast because I like my snacks, guys. I have to have my snacks or I wouldn't make it through this journey at all. I know I wouldn't. He is okay not having things like that. So he sticks to his plan 100%, 110%. And then on the days that he doesn't stick to it, he doesn't go way over. He doesn't even eat all of his weeklies. Like if he'll splurge a day, he'll splurge by going over like 20 points, something like that. Because usually he's 5 to 10 points under his target, which is why he's losing so great. I mean, he is 2 pounds sometimes a week, 1 point something, sometimes even 3 pounds a week. So he's losing at a steady pace every single week. Last week was the exception because he did go over his points last week, but he still stayed the same. But he planned it that way. So that's the difference between him and I. I'm not ready to give up my snacking yet. I love my pea chips. I love my protein bars. I love my Starbucks. I have to have that in my journey in order to make it to the end. So if I have to go a little bit slower than he is, I'm okay with that. But it took me a long time to learn that, to be okay with that. Because I would fight myself all the time. Even though I was still eating these snacks, I would say, I'm not sure why this is happening. But I knew, in the back of my mind, I knew because I see what he does and he does so well and he loses every week. I know if I do that, I could do it too. There's no doubt in my mind that I would have a loss every single week if I stuck to my points 5 under every single week. And I think I'm going to try that someday soon, guys. I would like to do an experiment for 2 weeks soon. And I'm not sure when I'm going to be ready for it. It means not having these on Saturday for 2 weeks. I don't know. What I'm scared of is that it's going to throw me way off track and I'm going to just eat everything in sight. That's what I'm scared of. If I don't allow myself these snacks, that's what I do most of the time. But I think if I get it in my mind that it's an experiment for you guys and I have to stick to it, like the egg fast, I was doing it for you guys. I knew I had to stick to it. And guys, I lost so much weight. I think I lost, like, when I did the sample egg fast for like a day and a half, I think I lost 8 pounds that just from a day and a half. And then when I actually did the egg fast, I think I lost 10 pounds. So it was crazy. And I only gained a little bit of that back. I didn't gain the whole entire thing back because you will gain weight back from the egg fast because it's a keto thing. Once you go off of it, you're going to gain a lot of it back. I gained probably half of it back. But over, that 10 pounds, I think I lost a total of 5 pounds. And during the weigh-in, when I had my weigh-in results, I actually had to put extra clothes on because I did not want that whole 10 pounds to show up on the scale. So I wore my jacket, I wore a sweatshirt, I wore my shoes, so I gained that 5 pounds in order to compensate for the next week, which it worked out perfectly. So it was a great week for me. I couldn't have asked for a better week, but I stuck to it 100%. I did not go off that egg fast one time. I did not cheat on the egg fast one time. So if you stick to it, it does work really well, and it does shake up your system. And 3 days is all I would recommend going on it, because like I said, it's just eggs, cheese, and butter. That's all it is. And some people get sick of it. I never got sick of it. I love eggs so much. I never got sick of it. And I love cheese because we're from Wisconsin. Of course I love cheese. There's so many different cheeses here that the cheese is so delicious. But I bet you we have 10 different cheeses up in my fridge right now. And I could have a different cheese in every meal during the egg fast. And I was not bored. I used less butter than they recommend in the egg fast because I wanted to stick to my 23 points. I was able to do that with the egg fast. I stuck to my 23 points exactly. Maybe going under or over 1 to 4, but averaging out, it turned out perfectly. So I was totally happy with it. But I don't want to do that too often because I don't want to get my body all crazy and weird. If I'm really struggling and on a plateau, like a true plateau, and a true plateau to me is where you're doing everything perfect, drinking all your water, walking and exercising, and your scale is not budging, that to me is a plateau. Some people say, oh, I'm on a plateau, where in reality, they're licking off the peanut butter spoon after you give it to your grandkids. Yes, I say that because I've done it. Every time you make dinner, you're taking spoonfuls to taste it because you want to make sure it's right. Okay, this is another example that I've done before. Cottage cheese into a bowl, and you have this little bit left in the spoon, you put it in your bowl. Even though you were right on, all those little bitty things add up. So be careful with those little extras. Licks, tastes, and bites, they say it was what they are. And those things add up to quite a few points. Sometimes we're not really at a plateau. We just have to start weighing and measuring again and not eyeballing some things, like pouring a cereal into a bowl where in reality you're having a cup and a half versus a cup. That's not a true plateau. That's just a plateau from your mistakes, pretty much, which is what I was on, which is why I didn't want to do the egg fast, to kind of get myself over that. I needed to work on what I was doing in the kitchen versus trying to change things up again. I knew that it was my own fault I was not losing correctly. I needed to readjust my thinking, getting things on that scale again, not going over, like when I'm pouring my creamer and it's supposed to be 45 grams, it jumps up to 50 and I'm like, oh, who cares? Well, that's another point that I didn't count. I'm back to perfect measuring, all of that stuff. And I have to remind myself of that a lot. I tend to get over, and then it's like, okay, I need to get back to this. And I do that often. And it's normal in a journey, that you just got to keep getting back to it. If you get back to it, you're okay. But if you keep going on and on and on and letting it get out of control over weeks and months, then you're going to be in trouble and start gaining your weight back. So stay on track. When you goof up, get back on track and just restart and reset. So that is all for today, guys. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I'm so happy that I lost something. My goal is to have all 4 weeks, both pages full of losses. I hope I can do it. I'm trying to do so much better, and I still find myself licking that spoon on that darn peanut butter, but I counted it this time. I counted it. Like yesterday on Saturday, I did that with a knife. I spread it on there, and then whatever was left, I just licked off the knife. And I'm like, I gotta stop doing that. But I counted a point for it because it wasn't a whole lot. That's all I have to say. I'm going overboard here, and I want to get this video out there, and it's getting long. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to share it if you think it may help anybody. Thanks for watching. Delicata Squash. So happy.